Brandon Garden, Charles Davis with you. It is the first game of the NFL Rivalries program for 2025. Seahawks and Cardinals underway from State Farm Stadium. And we'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Under center will be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today is determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
A gain of 4.
Second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Darnold down to throw. Working into the field, he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks first down.
To throw is Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
Complete.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard
out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold.
Second and 7.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37.
It's a gain of
18 and a new set of downs.
The Seahawks.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. Sheds off the tackle. He's still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
The kick unit from the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And when you watch young men come into the league, you know they're not going to continue to be the same quarterback they were in college. You expect to see improvement, but you do see many of the same attributes. This guy, even as a rookie, a lot of poise, understandable offense. He's fully in control out there. To me, he has the makings of a real field general type of a player. Someone who doesn't get rattled when the pressure's on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The pass will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. These guys tied in. That's running them. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Seahawks 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. The throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. He brings up second down.
Harrison Jr. incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Quick slant complete to Njoku. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
David Njoku. A gain of 9.
It'll be love to try and get the first. Now he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's that quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Yeah, this is pretty similar to the Wildcat plays that were bouncing around the league circa 2008 or so. The idea here, just snap it right to the guy you want to run with it. In theory, you're getting yourself an extra blocker. And here, that Wildcat runner is your quarterback. And he takes it into the end zone.
That time, a 9-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break at this one. Let's say week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
That's another Seahawks first down. A gain of 36 yards. First down, Seattle.
And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now.
Jackson Smith and Jigba. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
His kick is
extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cardinals offense headed back out onto the field, and this, the first of 8 games this year in the new NFL rivalry series. We'll see the AFC East and the NFC West this year with 2 new divisions to be highlighted in each of the next 3 seasons. As for the Cardinals, they're wearing their built-to-last jerseys, pretty sharp, with a sandy, rocky texture that reflects the geography here in the Grand Canyon State. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side here. Wilson. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of
2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Straight ahead running. Here's Love. Fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
On
the ground with a tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play as it takes us to the end of the first quarter. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. That's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
The first carry from Tyler Algier. Absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Darnold going to slide to the ground here, but not before he does pick up the first down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. They're now 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That's another Cardinals 1st down.
On 1st down. Yardage here back at the 41. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got it.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was more than I
just perked up when you said more than
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of they brought in on that play. Extra tight end. They weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now again, running right is Love. And the defense stopped this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On third down, here's Love. Short gain here, down to 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 15-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, first and 10. Open man right side is caught complete. Second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Off the play action, Darnold. And complete to Smith and Jigba. Call it a gain of a yard. And now we've got a third and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only about 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes the strategy is, okay, he doesn't have all his points, let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And 9 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Well, that's going to be incomplete.
Third down pass.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Nifty juke there. Not much fun for a guy to take. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Price. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 2 yards to go, second down. Back to throw, Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. It's just a game of a couple there on the screen. And now it's third down. It was brought down by Matt Milano. They'll try and run for this from Akers. The company's going to use the first of their timeouts. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Only a 40-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over first and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
26-yard line.
Seahawk defense gets started.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up third down and
Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is incomplete.
intended for Christian.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And will slither by. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds.
The Seahawks offense and Jackson Smith and Jigba getting ready to go back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts
at the 46-yard line.
as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Straight ahead with Price.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt
for the Seahawks.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Cardinals take
David
over
Njoku and the
first
rest of the offense heading back out onto the field. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups. Right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're going to go into the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
Our trip around the league starts now. In the Motor City, the Lions at home to take on the Browns. And it's Jared Goff. An 8-yard touchdown pass in the books. The Lions get back to 500, 2 up, 2 down as they get the victory at home. From there, let's go out to Dublin, Ireland, the NFL's first ever regular season game in Ireland. The Vikings and the Steelers have the honors. And it's the veteran T.J. Hawkinson. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Vikings get back to 500 at 2-2 with the road win. With that, time to look at the rest of the action here in Week 4 as we wrap up the first month of the season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Complete to tip.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll hand it off. It's Love. Will be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawks territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Love again. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
They turn to Love on the handoff. And on the inside of the 35 at the 34-yard line.
That's good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
Now they'll switch it up
34-yard
here.
line.
Look to throw. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. Now a 2nd and 10.
To 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Right side to Watson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they'll get a good one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. We'll get that complete to Harrison. And he'll take this one in for a first-round touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on the second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Coming out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. With this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down. In the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
First and 10 at Charbonnet. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before it can even get started. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Darnold. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up third down.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
Myers' kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're talking athletes all around, and now they're just specialists putting it through the hoops.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out with a jet sweep. Well, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play.
They'll run the glove. And for the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards on the play. And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Love. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll look to throw. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And they showed off the athletic June. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. A nice carry.
Formation for the Cardinals.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
You've got fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brings up second and
The throw is Darnold. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
a gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The Seahawks on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 1 yard.
Out of the gun to give the Charbonnet. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The ball carrier.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield enough lane to live.
He's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Again with Charbonnet. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10.
What were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll give to Price running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
Darnold
brings up 3rd and 4.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Myers' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Cardinals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Intended for David Njoku.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And way out of bounds, just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Quick slant, good for 8 in a first.
It's a gain of 8. And the Cardinals first down.
Back to throw. This short pass in the hands of Njoku. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Straight ahead run. Here's Love. And he'll get it down this time to 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
This is the time on Njoku. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead on a handoff up the middle. Not enough there for first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll go with the keeper. They'll touch him down the right before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup. And the Cardinals are going to have it now, 1st and goal.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first.
He is in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have taken a 4th quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
20.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 23. So now Darnold and the Seahawks down 24-20. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Here's Darnold. Dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's offended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Seattle.
Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Price. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Darnold. That'll be caught by Cup. Now 2nd and 4.
Complete to Cooper Kupp. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 31-yard line.
He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 6-yard line.
Darnold to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And the step will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Nice solid game there, partner. The clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it takes.
4-yard line.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Seahawks 27.
The 10-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. It's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Watson making the catch. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
That's good for a Cardinals.
He'll look to throw. That's pulled in by Wilson. The Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep. And then instead right up the middle. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Joshua Carty on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
All right, let's give the kicker some credit here because he didn't let the inaccurate snap phase him whatsoever. Trusted his holder to get the ball down in time, stuck to his routine, and somehow found a way to put the ball through the uprights.
The Seahawks
Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now Darnold. He's going to lock one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. Oh, good look good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. Let's start the drive right around the 37-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Looking inside, he's got a man. That's Price. And he went nowhere. He went backwards, back to the 33. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. The rush gets hurt just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Taken in at the 22. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And now will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, this is the way I love overtime. I'm always really old school. Right sudden death, right from the beginning. But we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And they gain it just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
Number 4. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
They'll look to throw.
On the Seahawks, 43-yard line.
And he's taken in by Njoku. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And a game-winner in overtime. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one.
That we were. I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? We're getting overtime. Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution is pretty darn good.
So for Arizona, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.